Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. So glad to have you here. Okay, so this is a tarot card reading channel where I offer general card readings, money and career readings, love readings, and for a limited time, personal readings. For the personal readings, you can see more information in the description box below. For the money and career and love readings, you'll have to consider becoming a Patreon member, which really does help the growth and development of the channel. There's a lot of things I plan to offer you, and with your support, we can get there. When it comes to the YouTube channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and please leave comments. I would love to know if the readings are helping you. Okay, thank you for being here once more, and let's get into your reading. Okay, Gemini, hi. This will be a general card reading for you for the time frame of July the 28th to August the 22nd of 2025. Gemini, in order to see the extended reading for your general card reading, you will have to consider becoming a Patreon member. When it comes to my YouTube page, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Please leave comments. I'd love to know if the readings are actually beneficial. And yeah, please subscribe and share with others who you believe might benefit from my readings. Once my YouTube gets to like 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to open up a membership page, and that'll enable me to offer the same things I do on my Patreon page, also on my YouTube page. Becoming a Patreon member is one of the best ways, especially right now, to support the growth and development of the channel. Okay, so I think I've said everything that needs to be said. We are going to now get into your reading. This is a general card reading for Gemini for the time frame of July the 28th to August the 22nd of 2025. Let's see what's going on, Gemini. Okay, Two of Wands, excellent. Gemini, it sends, and I almost feel like it's very continuous from, I think, your last reading. I actually don't fully remember your last reading. I do so many readings, but I can feel like the vibe. I think from probably your last general card reading, it's probably spoke about you going through a developing process of sorts, whether that's in business or relationship or life in general, whatever the situation is for you. But you're still developing and you're still expanding. You're still concluding a certain pathway is what's coming through, and things are getting easier. In fact, I sense for some of you it's actually kind of surprising you how things are becoming more second nature, because I believe you're becoming more proficient, rising to a more elevated capacity in your skill set, in your ability to manifest your desires through the efforts that you're putting forth. Like you're starting to figure out a formula in this environment or in this craft or in this collaboration, whatever the situation is, that truly resonates with you to then bring forth a reaction or a causation of sorts of which you would desire. So your elevation in your mindset, who you are, and your experience is culminating to further establish this great path that is being developed for you right now. Certain aspects are still in consideration. I sense there's still a process of certain things, but even more so, the world is becoming vibrant to your eyes. And a choice, I sense, is coming through on which to fully move forward on this particular developing path, or to mitigate certain circumstances of concluding a current path you're currently on towards this new path. So it seems like there's still certain things that you would like established or prepared per se for that new path. Not everything is just there yet, and you're kind of feeling out the right times on which to then navigate into that direction, because you're still concluding one path right now. So it could be it could be you have possible other contracts or clientels or collaborations who have approached you, maybe in your role on the job or something like that, or maybe even if it's relational, maybe some of you being approached regarding the relationship or whatever have you, and to talk and figure out and offer certain things to advance, and you're kind of considering how that might look, and what would the next steps in your development look like as you finish off one capacity to make room for that expansion. Okay. But all in all, it's looking very promising, and I'm sensing that the universe is telling you to continue to trust yourself. Your self-esteem is definitely getting higher, and continue to maintain this great course that you're on. Further clarification. Yeah, see, Queen of Pentacles. There you go. That's literally what I was feeling. Queen of Pentacles, she's coming across right now as the individual who is considering, how does this investment look? You see, she's holding the pentacles. It's secure in her hands. She's focused on it. She's committed towards this abundance and this development, this growth in her life. She's comfortable in how things are developing. It's complementary to her. She's definitely involved. She's not like sitting back. She's definitely involved in the requirements, the activities, the delegations of sorts of what's involved to really bring out the most of this investment. Whether this is in the relationship, whether it's in business, whether it's in your position in a company, or your aspect of which you bring towards a collaboration, whatever the situation is for you. But it's really considering how to use these gifts, these talents, to really gain the most out of it. It is also establishing a certain aspect of investment that is going to go towards more of the long, the grand design, the grand vision of things. So nothing is taken lightly in her eyes, okay? So it's very considered. I'll say it like that. Further clarification. Yeah, see, 9 of Swords. And you're being overly cautious or reasonably cautious, just depends on how you look at it, with the 9 of Swords, because you've learned a lot from past misgivings or past situations, and it's just left a certain aspect of caution on you. Some people might say this is aspects of trauma. Some people may say this is just certain aspects of what you might have even seen from other dynamics, which you don't want to repeat others' mistakes. It's coming across here as a level of maturity to me, as I'm intuitive reader and I'm seeing this. The 9 of Swords is coming through with this connection right here. Is telling me this is someone who they'd rather at this moment think of what the worst could happen, and make sure that you are covered for whatever could ever occur, and acknowledging there are those things in life that are outside of your control, but you will not be caught unawares. You realize that from someone outside looking in, they could tell you that you're overthinking about it. But for you, in what's coming through here, you'd rather think about it, but you're mature enough to not let those anxieties of those possibilities that more than likely won't occur consume you. You're not allowing it to consume you, to run away with your worries, but you're acknowledging them, and you're going to put certain fail-safes on which to just give yourself further peace of mind. Better to be over-prepared is what I'm hearing you say. Okay? That's what's coming through in this first line. I think it's a great idea, personally. And that's also your advice. If you were thinking that way, and maybe certain people were saying X, Y, and Z to you, and saying, "Oh, you're overthinking it." No, I think you're thinking rationally. I think this is advice to say, yeah, a little bit of overthinking is not going to hurt anything. Let's see further insight. Yeah, see what I mean, Gemini. The whole line here is really considering this pathway. You see, this is the insight. It's forming that bright and luscious, abundant path, and it's not a path you're taking lightly. This is going to be an aspect of determinants in your life. It is a critical path, okay? And you just want to make sure that when you entirely give yourself towards this path, that you know you've done your best, you know, and would expect the best from your efforts and then some. You know, so it's clearly you considering this path very wisely and very assuredly. So Gemini, let's see what else is happening here. We have, yeah, Four of Wands. I'm not surprised, especially with the vibe that's happening here. Four of Wands is establishing that strong foundation on which to build upon. If you're going to be building, you want to make sure the ground is stable. You want to make sure that the environment is complementing your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations. You want to make sure that your cooperative energies are shared with other individuals or who may be around you, and that there's a equal give and take within reason. Okay? That's definitely in business, that's in a relationship, that's in all of the above. Okay? And that's just what you want. That's just what you want. Because clearly this is a new path. You want this to be, it's part of that, making sure there's no worries that may catch you unawares. You want this path, this foundation to be absolutely assured. You want to sleep very well at night. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, you want to know that it's that commitment. If it's a business offer or a contract thing or a collaboration, you want to know that everybody's on board for the good and the benefit of everyone, and there's no, side understandings that can cause a hucklebuckle, or a kerfuffle or something like that. You want to know that you are establishing things on a very sound, firm, secure foundation. Further clarification. Yeah, see what I mean? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is one, winning the victory, and that means that you're going towards that, like really stepping even more so into that pathway that's happening right here. Okay, I'm going to say it like that because that's how I'm seeing it. But it is winning the fight through so many measures that you've learned a lot. You've experienced a lot. There's a lot of pain, a lot of hardship, a lot of things you have to tolerate, a lot of things you have to fight through to get this Ace of Swords, to get to where you are right now. A lot of patience, a lot of anxiety, so many things. A lot of speaking for some of you, definitely. A lot of transformative energy, a lot. Okay, that's why this whole thing is this is not laissez-faire. This is serious. Okay. If you're going to commit to something, if you know you want to go somewhere, and if you're dealing with whatever circumstances around you, you want to make sure that everything is sound and secure. The Ace of Swords is literally seeing absolute clarity, literally nothing hidden. Everything is understood. Okay? It is fair, it is just, and it is absolute victory. It is absolutely reflecting what you anticipate, what you desire. The direction is going in what you want. Okay? And this is absolute victory. So you are going to be very victorious in this. Okay? Further clarification. Yeah, my gosh. There you go. The Wheel of Fortune, further saying what I literally just finished saying. The Wheel of Fortune, everything turning around 180 degrees for your best and highest good. This is also that like the relationship or the people that you may be dealing with on the job or in just in general, or in the project or whatever it is you're involved in. The Wheel of Fortune is absolute favor. Okay? It is a great cooperative energy, a lot of great trust, a lot of upliftment, a lot of fairness throughout it all. It is it is gaining favor with your physical world, your mental peace, and the spiritual forces that have a lot of gifts of advancement and upliftment for you. It's coming your way. It's developing. It's going to be throughout all of this. This is what you want. That absolute radiant favor and peace throughout everything that you're doing and moving towards. Let's see a further insight into that line right there. And we have, see unexpected income. And that definitely also comes through with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of just great things that were ready to be unleashed towards you from the universe. You are stepping up in your career, in your relationship, in your friendships, and just everything, just like elevating even higher. And you're going to get a lot of surprises along the way, especially as you stay true to yourself and your desires. Okay, a lot of favor, a lot of opportunities developing for you. So let's see what else is happening. See, Eight of Pentacles. You are going to be busy doing what you love. You're going to be now also being empowered to become more of who you envision yourself to be, as in dusting certain ambitions off the shelf and really actually being able to pull it down and say, wow, I can actually consider this dream now, and I can consider this talent now, I can consider this now. Because before, in certain respects, you could only hold so much, okay? Because the resources, the environment can only hold so much in certain respects. But now you're advancing, you're elevating, you're becoming more. There's more abundance. You can do more. You know what I mean? Which will allow you to become more, to elevate more. Okay, so not to say that you're going to go overboard and be like, irresponsible and take on too much. No, but you're going to have all the opportunities that you've wanted, and you get to focus on what you want to focus on at that time. Okay, you're going to be very busy. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is putting in that work for that great investment, and you're going to get amazing returns. But it's work that you want to do, that you're inspired to do. It doesn't feel like work. It's fun for you, and it's going to liberate you to just be more. Okay, further clarification. See, the Empress. I literally just finished saying all that. The Empress sometimes comes as a pregnant person. Sometimes when there's like a time period towards the next birth of abundance of sorts. Okay, some of you, this could be, some of you, if you're in a relationship, if this is speaking to more your relationship, this could be coming to the point with your significant other or others and considering starting a family. How is that going to look? How are we going to prepare? And having a baby shower perhaps, or something like that. Putting certain investments together, buying a house to really start the family, whatever the situation is, and actually going towards making that family happen. And then you have the Empress, whereby the birth will come like the next 9 months. Okay, so that's relational wise. It could be your story, but I'm just giving you an example. But it's like when you take on this, go into the next thing, there, in the work that's required, there is the grand finish line for this next understanding that you're going into, but you're having abundance throughout every step of the way. Okay, that's what the Empress is. She's that abundance. It's a very similar energy to the Wheel of Fortune, actually, but very abundant in your sexual understanding and the relational aspect there. Very abundant in your social understanding. Okay, very getting those really close relationships. I mean, just beautifully close personal relationships. That could be with colleagues, friends, families, intimacy, whatever the situation is. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be looking good. I mean, this is you don't have to this is no worries on living in your lifestyle. It's totally supported. Okay, Gemini, it's totally supported. You don't have to worry about those, typical constraints in certain other aspects of lack or something like that. No, it's absolute abundance to nurture and build this lifestyle that you're doing, okay, that you're heading into, okay? Further clarification. Yeah, I felt this coming along. I literally felt that coming along. I was hesitant to say it. The devil energy. Now, that's coming in a couple ways, okay? One, with the intimacy, moderation. I'll say it like that, okay? But when it comes to your climb, okay, you might not be able. It's not like you're trying to hide it. It's like an after effect. You can't help it. It's like you can't tell the sun not to shine. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be shining, and some new people, or perhaps you're in some other capacity where certain people may try to exploit you, or to try to steal or be a part of your shine, but it's not in the best way. Learn to discern those individuals or systems or whatever it is, and I sense you will. And I also sense that you're going to be so busy that you won't even have time to necessarily even indulge in certain things or even to acknowledge certain things. But some people may still try to get on your coattails, okay? Try to ride your success. Learn to not allow these people, I hear, to situate themselves in your life. I sense it might be subtle, but learn, just feel it out, okay? I don't sense it's a bunch, but in your rise and success, make sure the people that are rising with you, that maybe new certain individuals may be coming in, make sure they have the best intentions. But also in your rise and success, and I'll go back to the first understanding that I said, not just with intimacy, but with everything, moderation. Okay, I sense because of your success, your rise in success, you may become slightly indulgent, okay, to a slight detriment. Try to recognize that in moderation. I'll say that, okay? Moderation. Not saying to not have some, guilty pleasures of sorts, and enjoy the luxuries that are building in your life, but moderation, okay? That's what like, almost any type of celebration, really. Sometimes you have that good side of a celebration and you have that dark side. Further insight into this line, and we have, despair. Literally what I just said. Some people, now what was coming through with despair, like I said, some people are going to cry, pour mouth on you, or they're going to come with their crocodile tears and sob stories, like I saw right here, not hiring, they'll have a story. Some might be legitimate, but some might just be telling tall tales, okay? Don't be pulled in, okay? Use your discernment. But at the same time, like I said from the first aspect, don't overindulge, okay? Otherwise, you may cause yourself unwanted despair in some capacity. I don't necessarily sense you're going to go to the extreme with certain things, but just be cautious, okay? It's just like having a nice drink. You don't want to get so inebriated with libations that you just lose control and do something you might regret. You understand? That's the caution that's coming through there. So let's see what else is happening, Gemini. And we have, there you go, the Lovers. So especially over here with the Four of Wands over here, the Lovers energy, for some of you, this is like a relationship type thing, whether it's a new engagement, whether it's a marriage, whether it's finally moving in together, whether it's finally deciding to start a family, whatever the situation is for you. There's going to be the next level up of your upgrade, of your exuberance and excitement and just appreciation for life, as well as if you're in business or your career path or your collaboration with varying projects and dynamics, whatever the situation is, you're going to be such an integral part, and people are going to be who is really a part of your group, your clique, your whatever. They're going to so much appreciate you. Like I told you over here as well, though, it's very strong, intimate relationships, especially in certain aspects over here too. But some of you may even find the love of your life if you haven't found one yet. or 2 or 3, just depending on your situation. But it's going to be very strong. A lot of very trustworthy. Like you're going to be this is the forging of such a grand next part of your journey, whereby these certain people are definitely going to become like those lifelong lifers in your life, okay, in the best possible way. And this is you just also just basking in this dream come true of your reality, okay. There is just going to be a lot of support, upliftment, and appreciation on all sides. Further clarification, yeah, see, the Fool energy, because you're going through this adventure. The stories, the things that cannot be duplicated, because of the uniqueness of it, with this person or this individual or this company or these colleagues or this family or this, whatever situation is for you, it really creates something special, because you went on this adventure not knowing exactly how everything is going to go, but you decided to, like, you made the best decisions as you could in which to then move forward. Okay, and the universe is definitely complementing that energy because of your faith, your commitment, and your efforts, and it's going to complement it with a lot more adventure, excitement, and freedom that's coming through. Okay, there's more to be had, because this is going to evolve even further into more. Okay, which is the Fool energy, going to that next stage, that next evolution of things. And what's coming through, this is also, I feel the vibe of the Fool energy encompassing a few months as well. Okay, so you're well on your way to the next evolution of things, because things are definitely ramping up for you in the best possible way. Okay, but this is saying, the Fool energy is coming through also saying, keep the faith. You do what you are best at in this situation. You do your best in it, and the universe is going to support this new advancement in the best possible way for you. Okay, further clarification, yeah, see, 10 of Cups, literally just finished saying all that. That's why I said lifers, or this relationship, this marriage, this, building a family together, whatever the situation is. It is the 10 of Cups. It's such a sudden and such an energy like that with the lovers, whereby it's like almost new every day. It's like this is a long-term success building thing, okay? And that's what the 10 of Cups is. It is that unit, family unit, colleague unit, business unit, whatever the situation is, where everybody who's involved is just absolutely trustworthy in reasonable balance, in success. You don't have to worry about certain practical things. You just worry about building this future and know that it's supported with love and appreciation and cooperation and favor and abundance and excitement, and it really makes your life become life. Okay, just and it's for the long term, is what the 10 of Cups is. It is the long generational term. This is really, really hitting the mark into your continued development of success and abundance in your life. This is absolutely incredible. If this is a relationship for any one of you, this is just a powerful relationship. Very special. Same with the job or the business or whatever it is for you, but it's just really, really, really fun. Let's see what the insight is, and we have bad health. There you go. So bad health is coming through, and what I'm saying is beware of your health. Okay, I feel it's coming through from the overindulgent side, from the devil energy. There's a lot happening here, and you may encounter certain things in your life, as we age and move forward. Make sure to take care of your health. Okay. Also, for some of you, this could be also someone who might be coming up with certain aspects, and you might have to assist them. And I think, it's not that I think, I know that you will have the ability to help them. But if you see something happening, try to be proactive, okay, and help that significant individual or individuals in your life. Could be your parents or something like that, okay? But definitely you keep your health, keep it together. It's a lot of abundance. Sometimes we can get carried away. We're flown away with all the adventure and the travel and the excitement and and neglect certain things that we should be doing, like drinking enough water, but don't neglect your health, okay? Don't neglect your health. Okay, so Gemini, we are going to quickly get into your extended reading. In order to see the extended reading, which will have clarifiers, it will also have the insights, and it will also have angel messages. I invite you to become a Patreon member. That's where you'll see the extended. It really does help the growth and development of the channel. Otherwise, I hope the reading thus far has been beneficial for you. Thank you, and I wish the best. Okay, Gemini, my technologies are still having an issue. So I'm going to do my best to get through this quickly with the extended reading. I give you the meat of it. But like I say, with your support through Patreon and the like, I can further invest into the channel and perhaps not have these technological issues that kind of cause me to fluster sometimes. So yeah, thank you for being here. Let's get into your extended reading. Let's see what's happening. Remember to rewind back, cross-reference what was said towards the extended. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Yeah, see the sun. There you go. We already knew this happening. Okay, especially on this line. Everything is going to be very clear for you very soon. Like it's getting clear. You're making the decision. Okay, and remember we had the Ace of Swords in this line over here. But this is that success, that accomplishment. Okay, this is that definitive, which I'm hearing for some of you wanted an answer, and you're going to get an answer. I sense that. And it's going to be a very, very, very strong yes. It's going to be a very powerful yes that really just takes the doors off the hinges for so many things. And you're going to be moving forward in your life to an abundant degree. And this is what the sun is really that transformative energy to bliss and happiness and peace and adventure, success, all that kind of good stuff. When the sun enters a reading, it really elevates everything to the best possible way. So the answer is yes. If you wanted to have some clarity on certain respects, and remember you were doing a lot of thinking towards your path right here, the answer is yes. Move forward. You got this. Okay? Further clarification. Yeah, see, look at that. The Ten of Swords, not looking back, leaving certain situations that may have not always worked out or may have hurt you in some way, but those things are the past now. Okay, they're not going to be repeated and they're not going to be following you. This is an absolute moving towards the sun. Okay, moving towards the sun. This is an absolute elevation in your life. Further clarification. Wow, again, the Empress energy literally on this line as well. Literally, all of this is absolute success. The Empress energy is literally everything I said before in the Empress line over here, and I'm just going to say it like that because I'm saving time in certain respects. Remember technology, but this is what I was talking about. Seeing how she's pregnant and everything like that. This is an absolute elevation in your success, whether it's in your relationship, to build a family, to move on to bigger things with a particular type of relationship, or in your own business, or in this collaborative effort, or in the organization that you work for, whatever the situation is. You are being elevated to the nth degree, and you're going to be building something extraordinary with it. This is your time. This is a grand wish fulfillment is what's coming through here. So after you finish closing out and concluding certain things, and because you're discussing, you're considering, you're looking how things are going to actually be moving forward in a certain way. I sense some of you, there's definitely contracts involved. It's just everything is going to be in your favor in such a big way. All I see here is just to encourage you to continue your well-doing, okay? Just literally continue doing what you're doing, Gemini. Oh my gosh. Let's see further insight into that line. Yeah, see, there you go, courtship. I mean, some of you, this is courtship in the marriage, the courtship in elevating the relationship from like, just going steady to becoming engaged. For some of you, this is like courtship when it comes to business contracts or business dealings, or with entities or collaborations where you're getting to feel the vibe. It's looking good. It looks like a group that you want to join or whatever the situation is for you. But yeah, it is developing something of substance. Okay. So you'll know where you fit with that. And those were examples, but I was just giving you the understanding. So let's see what else is happening. Yeah, see, ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you have the Ten of Cups over here, the Ten of Pentacles over here, especially on this line. Remember, on this line you have the unexpected income as well. The Ten of Pentacles is that physical money. Okay, it is that physical foundation of absolute abundance. Those securities, those the insurances, the things that you don't have to worry about paying for like that anymore, that were maybe a burdensome or a problem or a concern before. You won't have that anymore. And this is long term. This is generational wealth. This is for you, your loved ones, your family, your family's family, whatever the situation is for you. This is in your business, in your development of your advancement of business, in the investments coming through, in your business collaboration, whatever the situation is for you. It could be all of the above, depending on your lifestyle and what's happening. But this is great health, great resources. It's just abundant. I mean, it's like nothing is like held back from you. This is building on luxury and wealth and success on those levels. Okay. Further clarification, yeah, Five of Wands. This is not that it's going to come just like that. This is still going to take effort, okay? We're going to be doing that. We already know that, especially with the Ace of Swords there. But this is the Five of Wands saying that, hey, you will always overcome, okay? As long as you keep moving, keep building, keep working, going towards these dreams and building it as you want, the universe is supporting you. You're going to have a lot of resources, okay, right here with the Ten of Pentacles, to even further your vision, even more so, okay, to further make that climb. You're rising above all others, okay? You keep going, okay, Gemini, further clarification. Yes, look at that, the Page of Pentacles. This, see, because the Ten of Pentacles is not like that, even though maybe someone could win the lottery, but but you have this new page and this new understanding. See, the unexpected income. This is that new investment, that elevation in contract for some of you, whatever situation, and you're going to take this and make the grand most of it. I mean, it is very empowering, and it's just. Oh, it just makes you feel so good, honestly. Okay, so I'm just noticing the time on my clock right here. And Gemini, I apologize, but I'm going to have to now rush because I want your reading to actually come through. So please forgive me. I hope I can do better with my technologies. But I'm going to give you the meat right now. Okay, so let's see the inside to this. And we have, yep, the Lovers. There you go. The Lovers. I'm not surprised. I mean, you have the Lovers over here. You had the whole courtship here. Listen, you're going to fall in love. Like I said, you're going to fall in love with this opportunity, your business, your craft, the people involved. I mean, it's just going to be a dream, and you're going to make the most of it, okay? And you are going to be loved. Heartedly, you're going to be loved. And let's see what else. The King of Swords. This is you entering in that mature aspect also. Right here on this line, remember what I was saying right here? Very cautious line right here. Very full focus on your work as well, and on so many other things happening there. You're going to be dealing with varying different people, and I spoke about that especially on this line right here. You're going to be dealing with varying different people, okay? And this is also going to be expanding your dreams, your visions, your plans of action, the strategies, and you're very mature in this, okay? Very mature in this, very creative in this. Your voice has weight, and you're going to have more power over even more so, just like it was saying, in your life, okay? Your voice will create, okay? What you say manifests, okay? Your kingdom, your lifestyle is going to be reflective of you, and you're going to be elevating and involving yourself with even more powerful individual situations and more clout. It's absolutely incredible. Further clarification. Yeah, see the Hierophant. This is you negotiating those contracts. This is you signing the thing on the dotted line, making sure certain things are as you said it was going to be, and as it's cooperated and just agreed upon. It is really getting into this new life, a very strong elevation, okay? So this is the next level dream coming true as well, especially going through all of this right here. I mean, this is great opportunities that further expanding your life. Further clarification. Queen of Cups, you're going to also be mitigating not just your emotions, but other people's emotions who are around you. Don't worry, you're not going to get carried away with certain things, okay, as best you can. Life does have its tribulations, but you're going to acknowledge it, and you're going to overcome these things, and you're going to reasonably deal with varying situations and people. But it's going to be exciting, it's going to be challenging, but you're going to overcome it. It's quite fine. Okay, so especially on this line right here, please remember what was said. I really do need to hurry. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the inside over here, and we have, yep, false person. There you go. Remember what I told you. Remember what I told you right there, what I say, with that despair, okay, with some people trying to come into your life, okay, you use your discernment. False person, there's someone in there, okay, rewind back and see what I said. Okay, and a lot of cards over here. Five of Cups, definitely, especially. Okay, sorry about that, Gemini. Like I said, my technology is having an issue. So, like I said, not looking back. Okay, with certain aspects whereby, well, it's slightly coming through in that regard regarding the bad health part here, but it's like, don't look back and to say what should have been different or something like that. If with this possible bad health scenario comes around, focus on what you can do. Focus on the opportunities that you have in which to overcome anything that may come up. Okay, and let's see. Also here we have, yeah, there you go, the Three of Swords. Whatever this bad health is, it could be a little bit of you, it could be someone you love, it could be something like that. Okay, you need to focus on these golden cups, your capabilities, to really help avoid this or help this, so that it doesn't get blown out of proportion. Okay, as best you can. Okay, it's warning you in this part. Okay, the Six of Swords, and this is you overcoming, leaving a bad situation, leaving a bad circumstance, occurrence, dealing with what needs to be dealt with, and moving on to even calmer, more successful waters. They already knew that you're moving forward in certain things, but this is overcoming whatever this is here right as well. Rewind back again, please see what I said. Okay, it's going to give you that advice. Okay, so let's see the insight into that. Yep, message. You will get certain answers. Certain things will be revealed. You'll use your best judgment when that comes up, I'm quite sure. Okay, so let's get into your angel message right here, and we have for the first line, we have success, of course. I mean, it's really plain to see, isn't it? The Sun card, everything is up here. Okay, success. Okay, Gemini. And this line over here, what's happening, and we have be assertive, excellent, right here, especially with that Five of Wands energy on this line. And we have over here what's happening, and we have within the next few weeks, definitely, there's this, developing. I already spoke about that. So things continue to develop as the time goes on. And we have in the last stage over here, abundance. And we already know that, especially with all the stuff that was happening behind that, beside the bad health and certain things that were cautioning you, trying to give you advice through that. But there was like the continued abundance that's true out there. It's just continuing abundance. Okay. So, Gemini, this is absolutely incredible. This has been your general card reading. Thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.